How's it, guys? Welcome to QuadWorks. I'm Grizzly FPV, the third member of the QuadWorks team. Today we have another great product on review. It'll be this flying robot Echo frame. It's their freestyle version. This is a specific one of their freestyle lineup. Let's check it out on the bench and we'll go and talk about some of the cool features it has. And there's something great that only applies to South Africans. It really makes the frame worthwhile. So let's check it out on the bench. See you guys there. Right, so here it is on the table. Let's check it out a little bit. So this is the frame made by Flying Robot in their Echo frame lineup. This one specifically is their Echo Cinematic. Now they've got the Echo Freestyle Cinematic and the Echo Freestyle Standard. There's not a whole lot of differences. The only difference is in the cage. They made it slightly higher and that resulted in a slightly higher deck height or stack height that's allowed. And the main reason for this was to allow a higher camera angle between the low end and the top end. Now that's what makes this frame quite unique, the way they've implemented your camera angle adjustability. So unlike most frames, you mount your FPV camera rigidly within this inner camera mount, if you will, the inner camera cage, and this inner camera cage then swivels very ingeniously within the outer camera cage. This in turn allows you to, when you mount your GoPro on top of the top plate, your GoPro and your camera move together. So there's no need to have a special wedge or some other funny mounting technique. You simply run normal cable straps or your normal battery straps. You run them through here around your GoPro. I personally put a little bit of padding on mine just to give a little bit of dampening, but it's great that when you want to do minor adjustments to your camera angle, your GoPro automatically adjusts with it. So the big difference between the Cinematic Edition and the Standard Edition is that when you change your camera angle, the GoPro automatically adjusts with it. This is something very clever that they've incorporated into the design of this frame. Another really clever thing, something that I think a lot of more of the other frame manufacturers should do, is by simply loosening these 4 screws. I've cheated a little bit by installing or pre-loosening the screws, and so I don't need my Allen key at the moment. But loosening 4 screws automatically gets you down to your stack, and most of you are expecting the top plate to come off, but no, they've included a simple swivel mechanism, so as easy as 4 screws and there you go, full access to your frame. This is very, very well implemented and has saved a lot of time. It's very handy when you have to quickly do something in the field. 4 screws, straight access to my stack. Fix whatever you need to, flip it down, and away you go. This is a 5-inch frame. I believe it comes in a 6-inch and 7-inch, and they cut it according to size. Now, let's quickly get into some of the specs. If I pull out my little vernier here, we can have a look. What do we get? We get, I don't know if we're going to get this in focus, but we can try. On the arms, we've got 4mm carbon. On the top plate, we get, try get it in focus, I'm not sure if I'm going to get it right. I try. So we've got, oh, I've locked that doesn't help much. So on the top plate we get 2mm, 1.8. The arms we get 4mm. Not sure if it's coming in focus, but we can try. Maybe there, that looks better. Yeah, so 4mm on that. Your bottom plate, 2mm. Top plate, 2mm. What I can tell you for sure is this is great quality carbon. I've been flying this frame for a while now. I've given it a few good beatings and have never needed. On the cage itself, that's 3mm on the inner, 3mm on the outer. So if you really look at it, your impact resistance here is 6 plus 6, or 3, so it's 6mm of protection. So that's 3, that's a lot of protection for your camera. I've hit this thing straight into a wall, no damage whatsoever. I could see the slightness whitening on the frame there. It didn't even delaminate. I've had friends who've been flying this thing for well over a year So far we've had no issues with this frame. They are so confident in it that if you live in South Africa, this frame comes with a lifetime warranty. So if you manage to somehow, some way snap an arm, break a plate or something, it comes with a carry-in warranty. So you send them the broken part, they'll cut you a new one and send it off to you. I think shipping is on you, but it's called a carry-in because as long as they have the part in hand, they'll cut one for you. No worries there. As I said on this one, this is the cinematic. What's the stack height we get? The standoffs are 25, I believe. Yeah, 25 millimeter standoffs between the bottom plate and top plate. Now this frame has a really cool feature. Inside on the bottom there's a little triangle which, like a puzzle piece mosaic, almost sticks between the arms, giving this frame insane rigidity. This frame has rigidity like very few frames I've felt before. Another thing about this frame I really like is they've done some intelligent decisions when it comes to the holes they've chosen to cut out of the top plate and the bottom plate. And of course you can stack two stacks in here. Let me open it up, maybe that's easier to see. There's your 30 by 30, 20 by 20 hole mounting holes that in the front as well as in the back. So this frame allows for dual stacking. A quick update, I've heard that in the meantime they are looking at or have possibly even built some frames that included for the DJI HD system. I don't know exactly what they did, but I believe they just extended the back a little bit to make this rear compartment big enough for the air unit to fit in. This frame is really versatile to allow for that. So if one day you want to decide to upgrade from 5" to 6" or something, I believe you just unscrew the arms, screw in the longer ones, and away you go. I must say I really like the hardware they've included on this frame. Having these little countersink washers really adds a little, it feels great, it adds a little bit of a premium. Now this frame does come in slightly more expensive than most of your entry-level frames, but that's why this is not your entry-level frame. This is for the guy that wants to buy a frame and know that he's buying quality. I believe it's 1,000 Rand for this frame. I'm not sure what the dollar pricing is. Maybe I'll pop it up on screen somewhere here maybe, but we'll check that out. Overall, this frame is really great quality. The carbon's cut beautifully. I didn't need to clean it up. I didn't need to do anything. It came out of the bag, assembled this thing, no hassles, everything fit together. They went as far as to include each of the little sub-assemblies parts in a little separate bag. This is really great. Of course you get a bunch of stickers in the box, and yeah, so chat to the guys at Flying Robot. Great service. They've never disappointed me. Whenever I need some help, advice, or any queries, give them a holler. Chat to us on the WhatsApp. I'm sure we can get you in contact. Yeah, so overall, let's get some beauty specs and take this thing out for a fly. Let's get some flight footage so you guys can see how she handles. Overall, great frame. Thanks for the review. See you guys soon.